Exhale, twist to the left and hold. Parivrtta Utkatasana, revolve chair. Again, hands can be in fists. Just try to keep your upper body about at the midline. Sometimes it's easy to get pulled over to the side. So if you notice your head is in line with your left foot or off to the side of the foot, bring your head back to more in line with the big toes. Reach the chest forward, shoulders back, hips back. See if you can sit down a little bit lower. Check in with your breathing. Check in with any unnecessary tension in the body. So let go of the tension around the face, the gaze, again, the mouth, the jaw, the neck. Hands up on the inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sitting down. Again, half boat, and then down to the floor. So what I call this water wheel. And it's basically leg lifts into kind of a shoulder span with minimal swinging back. The more you swing back, the more it's momentum, it's just easier. Also, the more you press with your hands, the easier it is, but you do get that tricep work involved. So it's up to you. Okay, so legs stretched out, hands by your hips, palms down. On the exhale, we're going to lift the legs up, and then going all the way up as high as you can, minimal swinging back. Exhale. And then slowly down. And then legs down. Legs up. Hips up. Hips down. 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 Legs down. One more time. Legs up. Hips up. Hips down. Nice and controlled. Legs down. All right. Lifting up boat. And then into chair. Okay. And then again, exhaling down into the baby crow. So forearms on the floor. Work your feet back. I know if my feet are really close to my arms, it makes it harder to get into. So feet back as far as you need. Knees in, squeeze, lean forward, press. And shoot. And hold. Okay, so this time in forearm plank pose, we're going to do hip dips. So you'll just lower right hip down and left hip down. And because you're moving your hips, keep going, you kind of have to move your feet. It almost feels like I'm walking with my toes. So don't be surprised if your feet come out of place. So just keep moving that. Still breathing. Stay soft. And it's important to keep your kind of mind, your emotions soft. Try not to get hard. It's like, well, when I don't do something right or perfect, it's okay, you know? No big deal. Sometimes it's kind of fun to screw up a little bit. You don't, it's nice to not have to be perfect. Finish up on the left, forearm plank, and dolphin. So walk it in. Hips go up and back, head hangs down, nice and free. Face soft again. I always go through a checklist. External, then internal, external, then internal, to the loop. Next exhale, lift the heels, lean on the right arm, step left foot forward. Okay, so you're good. Inside high lunge. Left arm underneath the left leg, hands out wide. Arms up, palms up, or bind it up. Head drops down if you can. Back to your nice, smooth, even breaths. Okay, if you can, keep that left arm wrapped around so it's in your half bind. Right hand comes down to the floor, fingertips preferably, at least for me. Walk that right foot in, plant the left foot, and right leg goes up. Again, fire up the right leg. For most people, arms and legs, it's always kind of sort of there, kind of sort of bends. So really engage them. Holding here and breathing. Again, your option, if you're not taking a half bound standing splits, just doing normal standing splits. It's all good. And you notice the hips are off center, and that's how I like to do it. You can do either one with the hips squared or the right hip higher. It's up to you. I just try to keep my leg more internally rotated, so I spin my inner thigh back. Release the right leg down underneath the body, toes point forward. Left arm goes around, clasp hands or wrists, and then try to press down, lifting up, maintaining your balance. Okay, again, however you work your bird of paradise. Left leg straightens out, or you keep it bent. I point my toes, you can do whatever. Breathing. When you get the wobbles, don't be afraid, don't freak out. Just go with them, fight for your balance. Always fight for it. Left leg down, halfway. Dropping the left hip, looking forward. And then the left foot comes down, out to the side. Right foot steps out to the side. Release the upper body, hands in prayer position, or hands on the floor supporting you, or making it harder, arms by your ears. Always belly in, face soft. Even though you're holding up your head, it's with softness, so you're not all tense and hard in the neck. I call this a low, wide chair because your feet are wide and you're lower, you know, the body lower, the hips and all, but it's still chair, so it's not like a full-on squat where you're letting the hips hang. Heels in, toes out, hips come down. So now we're in that prayer squat. Hands come down, press the knees further away. Build up the inner thigh opener. Okay, now drop that left shoulder to the left inner knee. Wrap the left arm around the left leg, all the way, not just the thigh, but the shin and all. And then same thing, lift up a little bit, not enough to release the bind. Walk that right foot in, directly make the body, toes point forward, and lift on up. Bird of Paradise variation. Again, left knee points up, toes point down. Stay with your breath. Lower all the way down, not your foot, just your torso. So left toes point up, left knee points down. Again, I'm looking at my toes. If you've got your balance even more, let the head hang. Okay, left foot down. Chair pose. So my toes, big toes together, heels slightly apart.